I want receiving money too. Is it a viable argument?
It could be fair on certain situations. When you look at it, it's been a passing league for a long time. But obviously 4 years ago, I averaged 25 carries a game. That downhill cowbell type of back, it's only been 3 since 2007. Myself, Le'Veon Bell last year, and Chris Johnson. So I think you have to have a different dimension in your game. Being a receiver, a valuable receiver in that offense, it's great because you can take a 2-yard pass, you can turn it to a 6-yard because everyone's dropping out. So if you look at a Le'Veon Bell situation, those are 2 great versatile backs that can run, block, and catch. So they're not going to get paid the top dollar that you expect. But you look at Todd Gurley, he just got big money, just reset the running back market, which is great. But you have to be able to receive the ball when you play running back. You have to be two-dimensional.
You're obviously a smart guy. You've taken great care of yourself, family guy. You're in Nashville now. You stayed there. You love the city. Great city. And running back is a position where you get beat up. I mean, it's really the only position in football where you run and the people who tackle you can't see. It's the only position. The receiver can catch it and know there's a safety over the top. When you run through that line, DeMarco, you have no idea where it's coming from. So running backs' careers are short. Selfishly, if I was a running back, I would want to be heavy on the receptions. Because if you throw the ball out of the backfield, I can see I'm not going to get my legs cut out.
You have more space when you catch the ball in a flat swing route. You have more space. You can see everyone on the field as opposed to being a running back. You're running through the line of scrimmage like you mentioned. It's a lot harder. You have 11 guys. You have 300-pound plus guys trying to tackle you, fall on you, plus your offensive guards, plus the entire offensive and defensive line. Those are big guys. These guys are all falling on you. So when you have an opportunity to catch the ball,
out in
the flat, line up and slot, like David Johnson does a lot, and you can accelerate different matchups, and it's going to be harder for them to take you off the field in certain situations.
So what do you make of, we've been talking about this today. I'm trying to get Joy to come over to my side on this. I don't really care who guys date, but I do think when you're the franchise quarterback, I'd stay out of the adult film star business. But Sean Merriman came on earlier and said, dude, it's not the first time. He just went to a restaurant where there's TMZ. What do you make if you're the coach? You know how locker rooms are. Good God, you were in Dallas where Tony Romo on a bye week went to Mexico and people ate him alive. Are the media, are we being ridiculous saying, Jimmy, that is not a great look?
I think it's a great conversation amongst the locker room. Training camp is here. Guys are tired. Guys are banging into each other. So around the locker room, it's going to be great to have a chuckle or two here at Jimmy G. If he's playing well, this is a guy that played well last year. He just got traded, but you can look at it from a coaching standpoint in a organization. You don't want your starting quarterback dating this guy, but us as players, we don't care. As long as he's winning, as long as he's playing dominantly like he has been, we don't care who he dates. But it's also a camaraderie builder because you can have guys in the locker room talk amongst each other, talk to Jimmy. Guys that may not really talk to him, they can come in and maybe crack a joke here or two. It lets guys relax a little bit.
Now, if he struggles, I doubt he will, but if he struggled, would there be any players that said, well, yeah, you're...
The Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by PeoplesBank, WellSpan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dent's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to games number 77 and 78 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, after the unprecedented weather event which wiped out our schedule the last 2 days, the Revs will get back at it. Doubleheader here this evening as we get 2 of the originally scheduled 3 games of this series in against the Road Warriors. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Michael Mark Antonini. Welcome to Revs Baseball. Doubleheader on tap here tonight on a warm and back to summer-like evening without the torrential downpours here in these parts as we cut into the final hour of the herd, an abbreviated startup. We'll hear from Mason between games tonight, but joining you in time for first pitch of this doubleheader as Robert Carson is ready to go to make the start in Game 1 against lefty Luis Cruz of the Road Warriors. Game 2 is Jesus Sanchez for the Revs, or Jonathan Sanchez, excuse me, as I went back to 2010 and 11 there for a moment. And Felix Baez will go for the Road Warriors in Game 2 tonight. Carson is set to go. We'll get you the Road Warriors lineup on the fly as Matt Hibbert leads things off, and our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is down and in. We get started early tonight. It's 5:28.
What is going on?
Board.
What is going on?
It's like the Revs have a flight to catch or something. The 1-0. Oh, it plunked Hibbert right in the back. He turned and wore it up near his, I don't know if it got him in the left arm or the ribs, but either way, the speedy leadoff man is on base. Road Warrior lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. Matt Hibbert in center, Melvin Rodriguez at second, Jorge Fernandez in right. Cleanup man Jose Ruiz at first, Gustavo Pierre at short, Geraldo Valentin the DH, he's batting 6th. And the final 3, Isaac Wenrick will catch, Edwin Gomez at third, Alfredo Silverio in left. Pitch to Rodriguez. It is a called strike on the outside corner. Carson at 90 on that one. He works with Luis Cruz behind the plate. Plate umpire is Bill Reuter tonight. As Carson stretches and delivers. And a ground ball to second right at Casilla. Has to knock it down, then shovel it off, and that cost them 2. They'll only get the lead out. Casilla right down square to it, so when it took that hop, it hit him in the chest, which still allowed him to get the lead out. But any chance at a double play there went up in smoke as that one came up on him, Michael.
Dent knew he had to hold on to that one. No chance to get Rodriguez over at first, but Casilla kept it in front. That's all you can ask, really. You get the lead runner.
Well, here is Jorge Fernandez with 1 on and 1 out. And Burgess will hold Rodriguez over at first. Carson the pitch. It is right down the middle for a strike. Rob coming in, 6-4, 2.59 ERA, 22 outings, 6 starts. He was briefly on the league leaderboard for ERA with enough innings last week. Here's a swing and a chop foul, first base side. On a late swing from Fernandez. He was first, and depending on the number of innings he gives tonight, he might qualify again, but David Kubiak in there would be ahead of him, so Carson right now, with enough innings, would be second in the league top 10. He's close. Here's the stretch and the 0-2. And a swing and a looping fly to right. Mitchell possessions, walks in a step. He's got it. That is out number 2. Road Warriors 1-12 in the second half coming in, 18-58 overall. Revs 6-7 in the second half after a tough Sunday against Sugar Land. They won the opener of that series 7 days ago. And then the rain out on Saturday and lost both games of the doubleheader Sunday. They've been either off or rained out since. Here's Ruiz. First pitch misses away. And this could have been, from a promotions and baseball standpoint, such a huge homestand for these fans and this team. And weather has wreaked havoc. Road Warriors, by the way, in their red jerseys. Revs are in the black tonight. Pitch is right down the middle for a ball. It's 2-0.
Well, pretty much right there. I mean, that's right there. Didn't look too low, and Cruz held it.
Man. Put it on a tee. There's the stretch from Carson. The 2-0. And he swings, lines it foul the other way. Ruiz, a .297 hitter coming in. Former Camden River Shark, Southern Maryland Blue Crab. Revs are 6-4 against the Road Warriors this season. Last met on June 18th through the 21st, winning 3 out of 4. Pitch is fouled away again, left side. It's 2-2. Been a crazy day, Michael. I might get the name of our own pitcher right if didn't have like 5 meetings crammed into an hour right before the game.
Right, and I thought I was doing something wrong for a second. I'm like, did we sign a new guy?
No. Here's a breaking ball that misses high, 3-2.
I thought I missed something. I was like, uh-oh.
Just on autopilot. And the autopilot's going the wrong way. You never know, though. There's a lot going on. Payoff pitch, and it's grounded right side. Casillas scoots to his left, gets in front of it, and makes the short throw to first. Inning over, leadoff hit by pitch. A runner left on, though. No hits on the board for the Road Warriors through an inning. At the end of a half, it's the Road Warriors nothing, the Revs coming up.
Show your patriotism and Rev spirit with the new York Revolution Hat Pack. Get 6 undated ticket vouchers to use any way you'd like and 2 parking passes, plus an exclusive Revolution hat featuring the Revs logo in red, white, and blue. It's an exclusive design from York's own Legacy Athletic and one you can only get through this special offer. The Revs Hat Pack. 6 game ticket vouchers, 2 parking passes, and an exclusive Revolution baseball cap, all for just $75. Get yours while supplies last at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Daly Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE Law.com.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a Kona Ice birthday party at PeoplesBank Park. Parties include a 2-hour feast, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey, a ceremonial first pitch, and a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays in the Kona Ice birthday zone during a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
High score, Revs come to bat against the Road Warriors' Luis Cruz, who is not the Revs' Luis Cruz, but for the first time this year, we'll finally see that matchup that we've been hoping for. Revs lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. It is Jared Mitchell in right leading off, Alexi Casillas at second, Wellington Dotel in left. He will bat third. Cleanup man is Malky Mesa DHing. Michael Burgess Sr. will play first and hit fifth. Jose Cuevas will play third and hit sixth. And it's Ryan Dent at short, Luis Cruz catching, and Travis Witherspoon in center. And that game one lineup facing the Revs catcher's namesake, Cruz of the Road Warriors, who winds above his head, fires, and it's a two-seamer in for a strike. We've seen him in relief, but he is now starting. Only 5'9", not a big guy. Has pitched well, though. He's been one of their bright spots. Pitch to Mitchell. That's across for a strike. 0-2. Cruz is 1-2. 1.80 ERA. Lowest ERA on the staff. He fires, and a check swing, appeal to third, rung up on a pitch down and away. It's a 3-pitch strikeout for Cruz to start his night. That call at third made by Tim Russo. We mentioned Bill Reuter behind the plate. Scott Hart, the other umpire, over at first.
A tough call there on Mitchell, the leadoff man. Luis Cruz is going to pound the strikes out. If you don't get up there and swing, he's going to keep getting those pitches over, and that's what will happen.
Now here is Alexi. Corners drawn in. First pitch is down low. Cruz making his second start, 29th appearance. 45 innings, only 13 walks, 52 Ks, only 37 hits. Opponents hitting .230. 1-0. Taking all the way. It's over for a strike. As Casilla enters the night hitting at .315. Revs 1-2 on this homestand, looking for a strong finish. The pitch, and it's swung on, chopped foul. A little late swing from Alexi, who sends it toward the end of his dugout. He is 7th in the league in hitting entering play tonight. Revs have 3 of the top 10. Mesa 6th, Dotel 10th in average. 1-2, and it misses off the plate away. By the way, our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. 91 degrees and sun shining through. Partly cloudy, but the sun's been coming through most of the day. So back to a typical July evening around here. As Cruz winds and fires, and it misses inside. I tried to sneak some grilling in last night, but shortly into that process, another downpour struck.
Well, you got it started. That's all you can ask for, I guess, with this weather lately. I'm surprised you were able to even get out.
There's the 3-2, and a swing and a pop-up. At second, Rodriguez drifts back. The second baseman, he will squeeze it just behind where he was set up. And there's 2 away.
It would be nice, though, if you could get out there and grill completely through before having to move inside.
Yeah.
Just can't buy a break with this weather.
Well, the crazy thing about it, and if you watch the radar the past few days, it's like one little spurt after another. It would slow down and then pick up into another downpour, then slow down and do it all over again. Pitch to Dotel and misses away. It's like a roller coaster of a rainstorm for a few days. It wasn't steady throughout. It was bursts. 1-0, and that misses down and away. Dotel at .324 with York. Overall, .307, which is 10th in the league. Revs have some lineup pieces missing tonight as Dotel swings and fouls this one back upstairs. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine Injury Report, we will hear from Mason between games, but he will tell you more about Tyler Clark, who on that catcher's interference Sunday got hit in the catcher's hand and has some ligament damage on the one finger. And unfortunately, that might be season ending. It is at least 4 weeks until he can even do anything. And we have more bad news after this pitch. Here's a swing and a drive the other way in right. Fernandez back, looking. It is off the wall and in play. And it rolls parallel to the wall. That's going to give Dotel a chance at 3, and he'll make it easily. It's cut off, no relay to third. A stand-up triple for Wellington Dotel, his 4th of the year. And he hit the wall padding right in front of Cannonball's perch going the other way and right. And it hit the angle and shot up the track in front of the wall. He makes it to third base easily on it.
Well, that ball carried quite a bit to right center. Then Dotel really turned on the burners when he was making that turnaround second. It was a sharp turnaround second. He smelled 3 and got it. And this dude keeps racking up the triples. Now he's just one off to the second most in the league now.
Here's Mesa. First pitch watching. It's in for a strike. Malky 6th in batting at .321 with 10 homers. Trying to give the Revs a first inning run. It's a scoreless game at the outset. Pitch. It is swung on and missed. So here's the bad news. If you saw the transactions today, Tejeda went inactive, and Mesa will talk a little bit more about that between games as well, but a little snag in the visa process that had already been acquired, some red tape, as Mace put it. Pitch here is a little bit low. So Clark went on the DL, Tejeda went inactive. Cruz will be catching the majority, and the Revs bringing Roger Diaz back today, who will be available, we might see in game 2. Pitch, swinging a bouncer toward third. One big hop to Gomez coming in. He gloves it and fires to first to get him. So a 2-out triple from Dotel does not lead to a run. Now we'll go to the second inning in game 1 of the doubleheader. No score.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
When your kids are bored, your garage is overflowing, and your patio furniture is on its last legs, you need Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish-crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all year long. Shop our impressive selection of in-stock structures or work with our professionals to customize a made-to-order structure that meets all your needs. Visit Penn Dutch Structures on site at the Markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail. That's Penn Dutch Structures on site at the Markets at Shrewsbury.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Anytime at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
No score at the end of an inning tonight. Feels nice to have an inning under one's belt. And the first one that has occurred in 4 days. Gustavo Pierre leads off the second for the Road Warriors. First pitch is over for a strike. The Road Warriors have affectionately been known forever as the Road Dogs by players in the league, and they put dogs on their lineup card tonight. As the 0-1 is swung on and lined to shallow left. Dotel was deep, comes in, it's down in front of him. He barehands the bounce. And Pierre is on with a looping soft line single to left to lead things off here in the second inning.
Nothing Dotel could do there. He could have tried to dive for that, but there's pretty big risk on that play of it getting past him in a double. So to play it in front, that's a smart decision. And I saw dogs on the lineup card before the game, and I'm thinking, did they mess something up there? But then I'm thinking, all right, they probably just go by that.
Snap throw to first in the dirt, but Burgess handles it. Geraldo Valentin, the hitter, he is the DH. Batting at .232. First pitch, swings and loops one in the air at first. Burgess going back. It lands fair and rolls away into the Revs bullpen. Pierre at turn. He will stop at second. Burgess guns it in. But initially on the break, he got a really slow start on it, and I don't think he saw it. Looking up into the sunlight, I think initially he was not sure where that ball was. Then he turned and went back, and it landed right over his head and just fair on the dirt inside the line before it rolled away.
That's about as weakly hit of a ball as you're going to see drop for a hit. And that'll happen, though. I mean, right-handers get jammed or get one off the end of the bat and bloop one over the first baseman's head, and a lot of times it will fall even if it is in the infield, and then takes a weird bounce. Luckily, only first and second, though.
Yeah, hit the front end of the tarp, which caused it to stop rolling. Now time asked for is Valentin Shingard either came loose or he forgot to take it off. He'll hand it to their first base coach. Here is Isaac Wenrick, the catcher, hitting at .219, couple homers, left on left. And first pitch, he does bunt and gets it down. Carson in, looks at third, throws to third just in time. Got the lead runner. Cuevas stayed home, received the throw. And a nice job from Carson coming off the mound. Sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful.
You can see why the Road Warriors sacrificed there. That normally you might try to play for the big inning, especially early in the game, but it's a team who struggled scoring runs, and they had a chance to get runners to second and third with less than 2 outs, and just didn't work out. Wenrick, not a great bunt. Even though it wasn't that hard back to Carson, he's a left-handed pitcher, so it's much easier to throw over to third base, and that's ultimately what the difference was.
And now Edwin Gomez swings and misses on a slider in from Carson. Gomez hitting at .200 with 3 homers. 2 of those came in one game here back in May. First and second, 1 out, no score in the second inning. Couple looks back, the pitch, swing and a miss, a cutter. That might be called a slider though by Rob, but it's really tight and hard break. They sent up away the pitch. It is off the plate away. Good spot to miss. 1-2. Well, that tarp that we mentioned certainly got a workout this week, and they were up and at him early this morning to remove it and let the field have a chance to dry and get ready. 1-2, and that misses down and in, blocked by Cruz. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't want to see another tarp for the rest of the season, really, for as much rain as we've had, but as soon as you said tarp, I was thinking we might have another staff gathering for some reason.
No.
Just bad memories in my mind.
It's like a nervous tick that you have now. Try not to mention it again. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a bouncing ball to left side. It sneaks on through, and they will wave Valentin around third. Dotel overruns it 1-0. Now he throws to second, and Gomez slides ahead is what I was trying to say, of the tag there. And the Road Warriors with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. Their third base hit. None of them have been hit all that hard. Right in between Cuevas, who lunged for it from third, Dent coming over from short toward the hole, right in between them. It'll be a single and an E7 on Dotel overrunning it. It is an RBI for Gomez. 1-0, and now it's second and third, still only 1 out. Here is Alfredo Silverio. First pitch, swings and fouls it back upstairs.
That was just a broken play overall, that chopper that gets through. And the 3 hits in the inning against Rob, you've had a little bloop shot in front of Dotel for the first hit, then that off the end of the bat nubber over Burgess' head, and then a seeing eye single there. I'm surprised that Dent didn't get to it. Thought that maybe even Cuevas was gonna, but it's just a weird hop through the hole.
Pitch here is popped up, and Burgess toward the Revs dugout. Cruz over as well. Burgess has room right against the railing. Big second out, and his front side was right against the netting. And he caught it with his glove kind of tucked in close. He had just enough room, caught it down along his rib cage, and hangs on for the second out.
Big out number 2. Good awareness by Mike to go over, find the railing, and then make sure he had his footing, look up, make that grab, and that's a big out number 2 for Carson. Defense can play back, although they might not have brought the defense in anyway. But to be able to limit this inning to 1 run, that would be big.
Here's Hibbert at the top. First pitch, fastball. It's a called strike outside corner. Hibbert was hit by a pitch leading off the game. Carson allowed nothing else in that first inning. Here in the second, it's been 3 seeing eye hits. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Tied him up with that cutter in. Rob trying to indeed limit them to 1 run. 2 men in scoring position here. Hibbert batting at .215. Began the year in Lancaster. Didn't play much. 0-2. And it misses inside. Blocked by Cruz. Hibbert saw time in 5 games with Lancaster. He's gotten much more regular time with the Road Warriors. Leading off for them tonight. There's the stretch from Carson. And the 1-2. Fastball misses upstairs. That one at 91. Well, the Revs, after all these days off, looking for a strong doubleheader tonight. And then they go to Sugar Land for another chance at the team that beat them Sunday. The pitch, it is up high, 3-2. And a team that they're going to have to come back against in the division. That doubleheader Sunday put the Revs 3 back. Sugar Land has played since. They've gone 1-1 since, so the Revs are still 3 games back. On the payoff pitch, it's a called third strike. Inside corner, Hibbert was looking for the walk, but Carson a big escape, allowing only the 1 run. First strikeout of the night for him. 1 run comes on 3 hits, 1 error, 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Road Warriors 1, Revs nothing.
Buying or selling? The auction houses of Dover and Mount Royal have you covered. From selling full estates to taking consignments on good, clean merchandise. Join us for weekly in-house auctions at Mount Royal. With food served during weekly auctions and 3 certified appraisers on staff, our friendly and courteous team will make the process easy and enjoyable. We offer a great deal on real estate, selling at 3% instead of real estate agents' commission rate of 6%. For more information, visit our Facebook page, call us at 717-963-3190, or visit